Hey Cancer, what's up? What's up? What's up? I hope all is well with you. Cancer, I've been meditating on your reading and it has definitely been, let's just say, a heavy flow. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, seriously. This is Saturn return for some folk, and because of Cancer's energy, they might be interpreting their opposite or their masculine as going through something right now. And just because Cancer is so well absorbed in the energies that be, they honestly are kind of going through a Saturn return themselves, okay? So it's all jokes aside, but seriously, this is kind of a little bit more comical. You know what I mean? Cancer. So you want it to be a little bit of both, but seriously, it's comical, which is like the thing, you know what I mean? So I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm going to play a little just like TV or whatever on the background, just to like have some particularities to space. We have a particular negotiation with energy that be, and really that just is surrounding us, and that's organic. It's a part of holistic health to be able to interpret and interpolate those energies. And so being able to negotiate with self in a particular way, just in a way that you feel a little bit more autonomous with your selection, and I would say self-care, okay? That is sort of the way you want to go about this sort of situation, because self-care for cancers can be caring for others, but you want to make sure that exercise is open and available to your abilities. So we have a self-care or stress relief and self-care deck here for you all, and I'm going to go ahead and pull some decks, some cards out for you all. I'm just gonna pull this out. So we have another deck I'm gonna pull from. And you guys have to like bear with me or whatever, because it's like really hard to like do all of this. I'm still very new at setting up this channel. So I like have been playing around with different ways of going about Cancer. So you all will actually be my first video on my new channel. So there is that. Oh, I just dropped a lot of cards on the floor. So there's that. Easy Breath is on the bottom of this portion of the deck, so that makes it resonate. I'm gonna pick up these other ones from here. Okay. So the one I have, it's wiping the slate clean, and I do, pardon me, have a trash can there. So there might be a lot of things that you all might be able to be a little bit more cognizant of than normal. So yeah, I have mindful walking as probably the one that I'm gonna go with you all. That just is putting the objective with that, and this is the deck, you can kind of see it there, is putting your cares aside and focusing on the moment. So you might want to find some time, to take a mindful walk, ideally somewhere with some green space. Okay, so green space is something that is occupying of what we call chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, for a lot of folk who deal with TV, television, technology, around a lot of things that require electricity, chlorophyll is sort of the antithesis to electricity. It has a sort of more of a base heavy energy, or what we call alkaline energy. And with green space, you want to think more about chlorophyll, like you're actually with your eyes looking at chlorophyll, because that will allow for you to just feel a little bit more present with where you are. Okay, chlorophyll, because of the technology, green screens, electricity, particularities with chemistry and physics with those natures, there is a particular effect on the body that it has just even recording, So just taking, a mindful walk might be helpful. That was something I did for the Gemini reading, and it gave me a lot of really interesting, like accurate, interpretations and messages that I just really needed to hear. So I would also suggest that for you all as well. So as you walk too, Don't think about anything else. Focus on your environment. So again, that's just like what I was kind of talking about earlier of the reading, where you want to be just a little bit more cognizant of the energy around you, because you're going to be able to tap in a little bit more sensually, just with all five senses, more than normal. This might be the first time for you all, or it might be like deja vu, where you remember when you were younger, you experienced certain, not even arousals, but just awarenesses with your five senses that gave you what we call sensuality. And that for Cancers, as the fourth sign in the zodiac, is pretty not only primordial, but is endearment. There is a ear, or there is an air, or particularity to Cancers, because they're the second cardinal sign in the zodiac. And so being the second cardinal sign means you're actually tipping the scale. You're the one in the overall compass that sort of sets the direction, your true north. Okay, so Cancers, I want you all to be mindful that you can just normally, because of the sensuality that you carry, have a natural compass about you, which is particular to your energy, and something I think is very beautiful about the Cancer's awareness in their universal gifts. Okay, so there's that. Okay, 3, touch the foliage. So again, I was just talking about the chlorophyll. Just being able to even touch chlorophyll kinetically can discharge electrical charges. They can discharge pulse. So being able to just touch like wood or something, that is what we call a conductor of electricity, actually can help you bring down your pH level, or be more alkaline. Some energies that excuse the lighter, can be a little bit more acidic. Think more like lime juice, and you want more milk right now. You want more things that are base, okay, more alkaline, that have a higher, what we call pH level, okay? And so touching foliage, for example, with the chlorophyll that I mentioned earlier, just not only it helps exchange oxygen, but better exchanges you with the environment. So we're going to get to the rest of this, and this brings up something I brought up on my holistic health blog, but I'm going to just bring up briefly here as well with you also. Because Cancer is just naturally, again, sensual, second cardinal sign, water, energy, a little bit of yin and yang kind of situation going on. There is not necessarily always that way, but there's just a certain, they kind of know each other in a particular, we call sensual way in the like astrological language. Cancers just have a certain energy with the moon that allows them to be particular with the flows of water on our world, or in our globe. So there's that. Okay, well, we'll talk more about this. Okay, so 3, touch the foliage, smell the flowers or plants, and notice, or plants, the flowers or the plants, and notice the sound of your feet hitting the pavement. So this is so important. I really wanted to just stress this with Cancers so much, but just with everyone on my holistic health blog, because Cancers is naturally holistic healers. Cancer, we as human beings discharge, we are the natural environment, or the natural atmosphere's resource for carbon dioxide. Okay, think about that. So humans don't produce oxygen, they produce carbon dioxide. So you all, I'm going to stress CO2. Okay, that's what I want you all to be able to produce more in the world. Cancers do not produce oxygen. Okay, you want to produce carbon dioxide, because that actually is what plants eat. Okay, so you see, the symbiotic is what we call that relationship. We breathe oxygen in, which is released, okay, or exhaled from plants. So as we breathe, or as plants breathe out, we breathe in, and as we breathe out, okay, plants breathe in. So that was one of my like early studies. I've been doing respiratory research since my early career, in medical research and in my early scholarship. So I just love respiratory work and dealing with the breath and breath work. So I'm also going to just stress that on your walk as well, Cancers. Yay! There's fun fact of the day. All right, and the last one, 4, okay, Tune out all distractions like your cell phone or having a conversation with someone, and reconnect with your natural surroundings, and notice this good practice, how this good practice makes you feel. So I'm going to just repeat that one more time because I just want to comment on that one more last time. Tune out all distractions like your cell phone or having a conversation with someone, and reconnect with your natural surroundings, and this good notice how good this practice makes you feel. Okay, so you have to remember, in the world we are chemistry, we are like chefs. You have one chef that does particularities in the kitchen, and you have another chef that has a particular specialty that they like to make, right? So each chef has their own specialty, right? So you want to make sure that you're eating a well-rounded plate, that you're getting your acid, you're getting your more like salicylic acid, to help clean any fatigue or phlegm in the body, but you're also getting your alkaline energy, your water, okay, and your other beverages or other substances that just help, like plants, just help you bring you to what we call temperance or what we call homeostasis, okay? That's what you just have to sustain yourself, or your ideology of holistic health, which is holistic healing, okay? So that is just something I want you all to be mindful of on your walk today. So just, remember that well-rounded plate. You gotta get your vegetables, your fruits, your grains. And I even just learned recently, Cancers, that at Kroger, like your local, hashtag Kroger, your local grocery store mostly, but definitely your local Kroger can provide you telenutritionist or telenutrition, where you can just simply tap into an app and they can help suggest more of a well-rounded plate for you so that you're receiving all nutrients that you need for your body or your natural homeostasis. Okay, so that's just also another little, I would give an offer to you all as well. I love Cancers reading. So there is that. Okay, Cancers. Now the rest of this is gonna get, yeah, oof, yeah. The rest of this is gonna get messy. Cancer.